This is the Greek-focused version of my daily look through Acts. There's also a audio podcast version that's more commentary-oriented, but this is more Greek-oriented. So let's begin. Apin, it's aping an aorist. This is an aorist active indicative, third singular. That's a movable nu there. Throw it away. Epsilon is a very common third-person singular past tense ending. So, and the high priest said, so this is the subject, and that is the verb. If these things thus have, question mark. Craig Keener suggests that this is a Lucan formulation rather than something that necessarily the high priest would say. I don't know the evidence for that. I'm just going on what he said. It's a conditional clause. It's only the if part of the conditional clause. There's no then part. That's called the protasis, the if part. Verse 2. And he said. Now, the article before men and de can function like a pronoun in Greek, and it does here, and he. This is, I think, ephiemi. The hiemi part has almost completely disappeared. Just the eta is left. But it's third person singular. He said. It's a fairly common, actually, it's phemi, forgive me. It's phemi. And the fee is left, that's an augment, and that's the third person singular. And he said, it's a direct discourse, a capital letter, men, brothers, and fathers, all vocative. Listen, imperative, aorist imperative, because of the sigma alpha. And then we have a quote within a quote. Hold on for your life. Okay. So the God of glory appeared. This is the aorist passive of horao. And it was seen. The God of glory was seen, but we probably more idiomatically would normally translate this as appeared. Appeared to our father Abraham, being, our father Abraham is understood as dative. This is a loan word, so it doesn't do those kinds of endings, but it is understood to be dative. And so auntie is my auntie. This is an active participle, present active participle, although it's from a me, so maybe not active. Being verbs aren't really active. They are. Being in the Mesopotamia, before him to dwell. So this is a temporal infinitive clause. This is an infinitive of time. Prin a infinitive is a way of expressing prior time, before him to dwell. And the quote-unquote subject of an infinitive is in the accusative case. In Haran, verse 3, and he said to him, another aping an aorist, quote, another direct discourse, go out. That's an imperative, aorist infinitive because of the elf. Go out from your land and from the kinsmen of you, and come, is another imperative, into the land which, this is a relative clause, but it has an on in it, so this is subjunctive. Something like, whatever land I would show you. There's an uncertainty to it because of the on, and I'm going to assume that this is subjunctive. First person singular subjunctive, and that xi is hiding a sigma. This is from deiknumi, so the kappa and the sigma ks. So this would be aorist active subjunctive first singular from deiknumi, to whatever I would show you. Okay? Questions? Oh, that's right. This is not live. Okay. Then, having gone out, participle, aorist participle, of the land of the Chaldeans, he dwelt in Haran. And there, this is a crassus between Kai and Akathan. Akathan means from there. Kai means and from there. Kakathan. It's like a contraction. Wouldn't, can't. After the father died, so here's another temporal infinitive construction. This is an infinitive of time. After the to die the father, after the father died. Again, the subject of an infinitive is in the accusative case. His father died. This is subsequent time. Prin a is prior time. Meta ta infinitive is subsequent time. After his father died, he caused him to sojourn in this land into which you all now are dwelling. And I'm assuming the subject of this is God, third person singular aorist. Verse 5, and he did not give him, Arist of Didyme, an inheritance in it, nor a footstool of feet. This is a genitive, pous podos. It's a third declension. And he promised, Arist, internal lengthening, lambdas, one of the lambdas went away. Liquid verbs don't do sigmas, but they do keep the alpha. He promised to give, this is the Arist of Didyme, to give to him it, the land, as a inheritance, and to the seed of him, after him, not being to him a child. So that's going to take a little faith. And thus God spoke, Arist, that, this isn't quoted, so they're taking this as indirect discourse. Thus God said that his seed will be, so that's not what, so it's not a direct quote. The direct quote would be, your seed will be, but it's indirect. His seed would be, will be. This is the future of Amy. A foreigner in a foreign land, and they will serve it. What will they serve? They will serve, that's a good question. They will serve it, the foreign land. I'm not quite sure what the antecedent of auto is. Sperma is neuter, but this, they will not serve the seed. So I'm not 100% sure what auto. It must be referring to the land. They will serve that land. But land is feminine. That's why I'm wondering what's going on here. I should have figured this out before I did the video. You can tell me on YouTube. I'll look for it too. And they will suffer evil years 407, approximate, of course. And the nation to whomever, conditional relative kind of construction, they will serve, I will judge it. People, maybe people is what the it is, although that's weird for the neuter to come after the pronoun. Okay, God will judge it. This is the future of Krino. God said, and after these things, they will go out and they will worship me in the place this, verse 8. And he gave to them a covenant of circumcision, and thus he gave birth to Isaac, that is Abraham, and he circumcised him, Arist, what is it? Paratomeo, maybe? Paratomeo? Okay. In the day 8th, on the 8th day, and Isaac did it to Jacob, and Jacob did it to the 12 patriarchs. So there you have the Greek. Be sure and listen to the commentary podcast as well, whose link is listed here. Thank you.